The movie unravels as an adaptation of the 1917 novel Princess of Mars, exploring the prospect of extraterrestrial life on Mars. It serves as a pioneering influence on science fiction crossovers, inspiring renowned works like Avatar and Star Wars. The narrative kicks off with the boy receiving a posthumous message from his deceased uncle, who bequeaths his unearthed wealth and a mysterious diary. The Uncle John recounts a gripping tale of his time as a cavalry captain, stumbling upon a cave filled with gold. Unexpectedly attacked, John skillfully defends himself. In the aftermath of the conflict, John discovered a peculiar token in his grasp, echoing a repeated message from the fallen adversary's mouth. Intrigued, he followed the enigmatic recital, only to awaken in an unfamiliar and desolate realm with bizarre vegetation. Attempting to move, John found the gravity distinct from Earth, granting him superhuman capabilities. Mastering these newfound laws, he explored, leaping vast distances and accelerating like Superman. Stumbling upon a unique structure, he unearthed mysterious eggs harboring unknown creatures. Realizing this wasn't Earth, John observed the green beings until an approaching alien group prompted his swift departure from this extraordinary place. Amidst the chaos, an alien assailant emerged, and John narrowly evaded the attack. Soon, enemy forces swarmed, initiating a relentless siege. Just as John braced for the inevitable, the aliens unexpectedly halted their aggression, recognizing his uniqueness. Attempts at communication faltered due to language barriers, prompting John to mimic their speech. Exploiting a moment of lowered defenses, he seized a weapon but was swiftly incapacitated by a shot to the buttocks. Captured, he was brought to a city, resembling more ruins than habitation. The aliens, revealing a peculiar tradition, sought to adopt green infants. John, assigned to clan leader Sura, rebelled against showcasing bouncing skills, earning him a peculiar punishment: submersion in an unknown liquid followed by assimilation among alien Thark cubs, including a fellow human. A line was hurled at John's face, Thark's unique disinfection method. Sura then offered a mysterious liquid, inducing sleep. Awakening amidst green infants, John, sensing no guards, attempted an escape. Enter Ulla, a formidable hound, surprisingly refraining from attack. Evading Ulla proved futile. John's jumps matched, but failed to outpace the beast. Seeking refuge in the Thark gathering place, Ulla pursued and met with Thark fury. When John intervened against Ulla's beating, he showcased unexpected strength. Understanding Thark language post-mysterious liquid, John faced a relentless onslaught. Thark custom dictated Sura's punishment, not John's, revealing a complex society's norms, where repercussions befell the adopter, not the adopted. Children yet parents bear the consequences. John grasped why Sura bore numerous scars. Amidst his guilt, a guard's warning signaled an impending Thark dispersal, with the Patriarch concealing John. Warships, technologically superior to the Thark, loomed over the city. Guided by the Patriarch, John learned of another race, the Red Skinks, cohabiting the planet. Divided into Zodongan City and Helium, they waged incessant battles. Zodongan City, armed with a mobile mechanical castle, wielded a devastating weapon, the Ninth Ray, obtained through a pact with the Thurn gods. This deal tilted the balance, shifting the long-standing equilibrium and plunging the city of Helium into a perilous decline against their formidable adversary. Beneath the relentless assault of the Ninth Ray, their forces succumbed. Skyborne battleships, relentless in their advance, denied respite to the beleaguered troops. King Zodangan unleashed the lethal Ninth Ray, crippling Helium City's warship, evoking cheers from the Thark spectators below. Victorious, King Zodangan uncovered a hidden Helium princess aboard the crippled vessel. Attempting escape, she triggered a clash between the ships, perilously close to falling. Observing her human origins, John, endowed with unique abilities, soared to her rescue, enraging the Zodangan army. Evading confrontation, John ascended into the sky, astonishing the princess. Boarding the enemy's warship, he wielded its weaponry, obliterating 2 Zodangan battleships in a dazzling display of prowess. Enraged, the Zodangan king sought to deploy the lethal Ninth Ray, halted by a messenger demanding John's capture alive. A swift confrontation ensued between King Zodangan and John, the latter grappling with unfamiliar fighting styles and environmental challenges. Despite John's formidable strength, the Zodangan king's rapid assaults gained an upper hand. In a critical moment, the Thark unleashed a fierce attack, demolishing a Zodangan warship. Exploiting the chaos, John returned to the ground, aiding the Thark in toppling 2 more battleships. Recognizing John's prowess, the Thark hailed him as a hero. Intrigued, the princess sought to harness his extraordinary jumping ability, contemplating its potential in confronting Helium City's adversaries. John clarified that his ability wasn't a learned skill, but something inherent. Amidst their conversation, John discovered that this celestial body was now Mars, leaving him profoundly astonished. The princess led him to the Thark people's temple, venerating the goddess, and unveiled a clue about the Stargate, a celestial traveler's secret. Princess May proposed a pact, aid in John's return to Earth in exchange for assistance in Helium City's war. Unforeseen, the Thark people uncovered the forbidden temple, necessitating punishment. The enraged patriarch sought John's demise, only for a surprising revelation. Sura, facing the Colosseum for John's actions, was the chief's daughter. Moved by familial ties, the patriarch spared John, granting him and Sura an escape. The sudden disappearance fueled rebellion whispers among the general's ranks. Embarking on their quest for the Stargate, John and his companions traversed Mars's desolate landscape, once vibrant cities now reduced to ruins by Zodangon plundering. Along the only river on Mars, believed to lead to the goddess's palace, they encountered a peculiar structure at its end. John, clutching the princess, leaped skyward, activating the teleportation token. The building transformed, revealing a passage leading into the temple's depths. The princess, realizing it was advanced technology, activated the token, unveiling a star map. Stepping on Mars's representation, the map displayed interconnecting lines, including one to Earth. An inscription beside it unveiled in the princess's translation, shedding light on their celestial journey. John grasped a startling truth. His body was a clone, not the original that arrived on Mars. Before further exploration, a disturbance outside the temple erupted. They discovered the Thark's arch-enemy, Wahoo, besieging them, orchestrated by the elusive third messenger. Swiftly, John carried the princess back to their ship, pursued by relentless Wahoo forces along the riverbank. Faced with overwhelming odds, John urged Sura and the princess to flee, while he confronted the pursuers alone. Unleashing unprecedented strength, John, aided by the loyal hound Sura, held the Wahoo at bay. Yet, as exhaustion set in, salvation arrived in the form of a warship from Helium City, heralding a clash between higher and lower civilizations, ultimately quelling the Wahoo onslaught and revealing Helium's intervention. Spotting John's unconscious form, the princess and her father rushed to embrace her savior. Helium City's timely aid revived John, reassuring the princess. Ready to confront King Zodangon, the princess grasped her weapon, yet her father halted her. The Zodangon king proposed a ceasefire, conditioned on the princess's marriage to him. For her people's safety, the king reluctantly accepted. Upon John's awakening, he and the princess visited Zodangon City together. A guard relayed the princess's request to meet, leading John to her residence. Alone, she disclosed her impending marriage and, expecting a response, received John's silence. Acknowledging his unspoken refusal, she returned the teleportation token, revealing the spell for John's earthward journey. As the enchantment reached its final words, King Zodangon abruptly barged in, startling the princess. John had discreetly vanished, leaving an empty room that echoed the princess's newfound loneliness. Unbeknownst to her, John refrained from uttering the last incantation, quietly slipping away. Despite harboring affection for the princess, he chose to depart. Outside, a witch awaited, seizing control of John's body, revealing himself as the elusive third messenger. Acknowledging John's earthly origins and their purpose, the messenger disclosed the Thurn's quest for perpetual life, driven by an endless cycle of wars and rewriting planetary histories. The thwarted plan aimed for the Zodangon king's marriage to legitimize rule. John's unexpected presence disrupted the scheme, prompting the messenger's intent to execute him. Yet, an unexpected turn occurred as hounds materialized around John. Caught off guard, the messenger fell prey to Allah, allowing John to reclaim control. Swiftly seizing the Divine Ambassador's token, John mounted the flying machine, aiming for an escape. Unfamiliar with flying, he struggled to navigate, while Allah pursued with alarming speed. Evading pursuers, Sura's timely intervention saved them. Returning to Thark territory, John faced the challenge of convincing the clan chief to aid Helium City. Upon entering the tent, a rebellion unfolded, led by the disgruntled general who threw John and the chief into the Colosseum, hoping monstrous white apes would annihilate them. Hindered by the patriarch's injuries, John improvised, using a chain to momentarily distract the relentless white apes, formulating a plan to evade their attacks. Bound by unyielding chains, John struggled to free himself, but the resilient restraints thwarted his efforts. Losing patience, the general commanded the release of another white ape, prompting a fierce clash between the monstrous adversaries. In the chaotic melee, Sura leaped into the arena, valiantly engaging one foe, but tragedy struck when a Thark, unprepared for the white ape's brutality, was torn asunder. Meanwhile, John skillfully immobilized his adversary with chains, finally freeing himself. Utilizing his immense strength, John swung a stone, toppling one white ape. Seizing the opportunity, he rushed to aid Sura. The general, perturbed by the unexpected turn, witnessed John emerge triumphantly from the white ape corpses, prompting Thark's cheers. Emboldened, John challenged the general, asserting that true leadership requires courage. Inevitably, the general, overmatched, succumbed to John's prowess. John swiftly beheaded the general and set forth to Zodongan City. Breaching the walls, they discovered an abandoned city, the third messenger having relocated the wedding to Helium City. The patriarch chastised John, who opted to travel to Helium alone while the Thark people supported him with a warship. As John reached Helium, the princess's wedding faced a critical juncture. He intervened with his flying machine, exposing the Zodongan king's plot. The third envoy, alarmed by the revelation, ordered an immediate attack, initiating a chaotic melee between the two tribes. Simultaneously, Zodangan forces outside charged, overwhelming the defenseless Helium citizens. Alone, the Zodangan king confronted John, seeking revenge, but a Thark warship's sudden arrival signaled reinforcements, turning the tide. With timely reinforcement, the combined might of Thark and Helium overwhelmed Zodangan City, scattering its soldiers. John, having captured the Zodangan king, sought answers about the Thurn, but the third messenger chose death, assuming John's appearance to deceive the token. Foiling the plan, John and the princess were wed in a victorious Helium City. Discarding the teleportation token, symbolizing his commitment to Mars, John's joy was short-lived. Ambushed by a disguised third messenger, he was abruptly transported back to Earth, awakening in a stiff body. Desperate, John struggled to reach the teleportation platform, but without the token, his incantations fell on deaf ears, leaving him gazing at Mars from Earth's distant horizon. Recalling Stern's earthly knowledge, John embarked on a decade-long quest for teleportation tokens, scouring ancient relics, legends, and prophecies. Eventually, his persistence bore fruit as he unearthed another token. Returning to the castle, John discovered that the Thurn had been monitoring him on Earth. Sensing danger, he entrusted his nephew with the legacy, recording his tale. The nephew, learning the truth, uncovered John's fear of Thurn intrusion. Activating a switch left by John, they discovered a hidden chamber. Unexpectedly, a dagger-wielding figure lurked behind them. A gunshot rang out, revealing John's ruse. His premature death was a fabrication, luring the Thurn into a trap. With the plan realized, John bid farewell to his nephew, embracing his new role as a guardian. Now, it was time for John to return home.